Hello, everyone. Welcome to the internet. We are, if you haven't been here before, it's a place where you can click around and find lots of fun stuff.
Some not so fun stuff. I'd be careful.
We are Cumberland Thunder, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If that's where you're watching this at, or if you're seeing it on Facebook or wherever it might be, welcome. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Find out more about us, cumberlandthunder.com. But we have a brand new member, which has been introduced already, and this is Seth. Say hi to that camera, Seth.
Hello, camera.
And so, as promised, we said we were going to do a video where we asked you some hard-hitting questions.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna start off with these first few. By the way, feel free to chime in, guys, at any point with any just snide remarks, sarcastic comments.
I'm good at that.
Yes, you are good at
Be careful, I'm fragile.
that. So we're gonna start with a really kind of rapid fire round.
Oh boy.
So these are questions you should know the answer to. We hope. What is your name?
Seth Hayes.
Okay, how old are you?
24.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Litchfield, Kentucky.
And where do you currently live?
Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
And are you married?
I am married.
What is your name?
Kayla.
And do you have any pets?
We have one cat named Latte.
I've seen pictures of Latte, and I can confirm totes adore.
Toads adores. Hashtag.
So you are the drummer now. Dropping my question. You are the drummer now, and we actually just got done practicing tonight. Had a really good practice.
Really good.
And so, how long? It's kind of a two-part. How long have you been playing the drums, and what got you interested in it?
I started playing the drums when I was in middle school. And before then, I started learning piano when I was 4. I was very young. And I learned that for a long time. And then around middle school, that's when I really started getting into drums. What really got me into it is actually a really funny story. I used to play this video game called Rock Band a lot on my PlayStation 2. And there is a thing you could buy that was drums. It was like different drum pads at different colors, and you had to hit that color drum at the time when you're supposed to.
Right.
And I would kind of notice like different drum beats they would do, and it kind of clicked with me, and I could see like the animations of them actually playing the drums in the background. I was like, well, that was kind of easy. I think I could figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, in the band room of the school I was going to at the time, they had a drum set. I hopped on it and I tried out those drum beats, and I was like, this is fairly easy.
Right.
So that's when I started getting into like percussion, and then I was starting to learn more drums in high school and more percussion instruments, and I studied percussion in college, and that's where I am today.
Yeah. So you are what I would refer to as highly educated. There's a term my dad uses sometimes. Highly certified. When you sit behind the drum set, you're more than capable. Okay, you kind of answered part of my next question, which was what other instruments do you play? Which you mentioned piano, which I know you play piano. I found out the other day you apparently played the saxophone.
I did. In middle school, I started to learn the saxophone because I obviously could not play piano, and I wasn't really into drums yet at that time. Right. So the band director at the time when she was there, I tried out different instruments, and saxophone was the one that stuck out. And choir, I was in choir in high school, and I've taught myself guitar. I'm currently teaching myself harmonica. We're seeing how that goes, and things like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. This one, there is no right or wrong answer to this.
That means there's a wrong answer.
and this is also a two-parter. They can be the same answer.
Oh, okay.
Or they can be different answers.
Oh.
And I feel somewhat, prideful, self-righteous in asking this question. But what is your favorite Cumberland Thunder song to play? And what is your favorite Cumberland Thunder song to hear? They can be the same, or they can be different, or none of the above. It doesn't have to be an original, just something that we do.
I would say all of them, but I'll actually pick one. Let's see. My favorite one to play has to be Old Time Feeling, because it's just so fun, it's so upbeat, and the crowd gets into it, and it's a lot of fun. My favorite one to... Oh my goodness, my favorite one to listen to... I'm torn between two. It's either When I Lay My Eyes Down or When We Do What a Day That Will Be.
Good.
Because, well, not only those are fun to play, but those are some that the crowd definitely knows, and they like really get into it, and it's really fun to not only to play but to see everybody chime in.
That's what's always like. I could play all kinds of things, but when you see people's faces light up, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
This is a question submitted from a viewer.
A viewer.
Whom I think you'll know. His name is Wayne. Does that ring a bell?
That may be my dad.
A proud dad, and having met your dad and your mom, and you have a beautiful, wonderful family.
Thank you.
Very, very honestly, some of the absolute sweetest people in the world. But he says, other than Cumberland Thunder, what are some of your favorite gospel songs or bands?
Yes, we'll start. There's plenty, but I'll start with the bands first, because really Southern gospel is what really got me into music at such a young age, because my favorite back then is still my favorite now is the Crab Family.
Right.
Because we used to listen to them all the time. We would go see them every time they were close, and no matter where we were going, wherever there was, we were going to church, we were going to school, we were going to Walmart, they were always in the tape deck at the time. So, but it's amazing when you go back and listen to those songs now, because when you hear those songs at such a young age, you really don't know what they're talking about. I mean, you kind of do, but I mean, you don't really know like what the words actually mean. You just sing along because you've heard them so much, and when you actually like go through life and you get saved and you go through different trials and tribulations that us Christians go through, you go back and listen to those songs and you're like, wow. You know, I was listening to that back then and it rings so true today.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. But other bands I like, I really got into in college. I really got into the Gaither vocal band because I played piano for this men's Southern Gospel Quartet in college, and we sung a lot of Gaither vocal band. We sung a lot of Ernie Haas's Signature Sound, which I also love. I love the Booth Brothers. Let's see, who else? Like I said, there's plenty. And I love like individual people. I love David Phelps. I love Guy Penrod. I love Mark Lowry, and just a whole lot of people. And probably my all-time favorite gospel song would have to be Through the Fire by the Crab Family, because it was one of those songs where I heard a lot growing up, and obviously I knew the words, and it was one of those going back and I hear it now, I was like, wow, that's my life right there in a song. So, yeah.
I do like it. Which, it's curious you said that, because you mentioned When I Lay My Eyes Down as one of your favorites that we do, which our arrangement of it, we ended up throwing in a piece of Through the Fire.
Yes.
Which was different. I don't think anyone had done quite like that before. So, the next question is for you, but it's for everyone as well.
Oh.
This is where we're getting involved. I will pose it to you first. Now, should I ask him first because he's in the hot seat, or should I ask him last because just to be nice to him?
You should ask him first.
Ask him first and give you time to think. Okay.
Wow.
This is the
I think I have.
This is the ultimate question. This is the question I ask everyone that I meet. And there is no right or wrong answer to this question, but it can reveal a lot about who you are. Okay? If you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be?
I'm diabetic. I'm offended.
Something sugar-free?
Oh, if I was a soup, what would I be?
Yeah. Well, and I will go, and I'll, giving everybody time to think. My first instinct when asked this question is to answer with like a soup that I really like. So like my favorite soup of all time is broccoli cheddar soup. So I want to be like, oh, I do broccoli cheddar.
Yeah.
But I want to be accurate to my personality. So I still haven't found a definitive answer to it. To like, you know, this is why I am this particular soup. It's kind of like it's a take on, you know, you've heard the question psychiatrists used to ask, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking that.
I don't know enough.
If you were a soup, yeah, you don't know the trees. If you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be?
Potato soup. Because I love every form of potato. And I will, you know, well, I say most forms. There's one form of potatoes I do not like, and if you get offended, I'm sorry. I love sweet potatoes.
Yeah?
I don't like them in fry form.
You did.
Because I had a traumatizing experience with one as a kid.
Well, I'll give you a pass for trauma. Trauma gets a pass, I guess.
Because I've loved French fries as a young one. I still do to this day. And I picked one up thinking it was a normal fry, expecting nice, salty, crispy goodness. But it was sweet and everything else. And I was just like, none of that. So I just haven't ate one since.
I'm sorry. There is a place, I'll hook you up with my guy that makes sweet potato fries, and he makes a dipping sauce for them. They're pretty good stuff. We'll talk after. I'll hook you up with my guy.
Right.
I've got I'll have my people call your people. Well, the time has come. If you were a soup, do you know your answer? Speak it loud for the camera. If you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be?
Mushroom soup.
Mushroom soup.
One,
Why?
it's my favorite soup. Two, it's an odd soup. No one thinks about it, but it's delicious and a little chunky, like me. And
are you saying you're odd and no one thinks about you?
I mean, yes, but it's a little odd and people don't think of it at first, and then when they try it, like, oh, this is good, and people use it in everything, but they just don't think about it. It's in all kinds of casseroles. I also love casserole.
Can we show Abby some love in the comment section?
Yes, please. What I'm gathering from this is that you feel used and underappreciated.
I mean, take it how you will, but...
Okay, well, Josh Carey,
Yeah.
you've been sitting in dread of this. If you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be?
Campbell's condensed chicken noodle. No water added.
No water added.
It's very detailed.
Concentrated.
Salty.
Yeah, that's about right.
Is it salty?
If you don't add water, it's more salty. Though I have to agree that not adding I think not adding water to the Campbell's chicken noodle soup makes it a little bit better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of have to add a lot to it to make it good.
No,
Yeah.
it's just an extra. It's just really in your face without water. Like, it's a lot of flavor.
Yeah, it's a big punch when you
Yeah.
don't.
Because it's so concentrated.
So I'm gathering you don't like it. And you're saying without water it's worse.
I just assumed it is just because everybody says add water to it.
No.
Well, it's one because it's concentrated.
Oh.
So it thins
Commercial break while we sort out the confusion of whether soup is better, Campbell's condensed chicken noodle soup is better with or without the water added.
It's condensed.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments.
Okay. Alright. I'll switch it up a little bit then.
Okay. No, there is no wrong answer.
Alright.
Extra water. Is what it's
Campbell's chunky sirloin burger
Ooh.
soup.
Chunky. So I've had
Now
that.
you do have to
That
add
sounds
something to it to make that taste good.
What do you-
And I like that soup, but I have to add a lot to it to make it good.
So you're ragging on yourself. So
That's what I am, man.
you were ragging.
Campbell's chunky sirloin burger.
This man right here, all American beef.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah. 100% US made, USDA approved.
A big difference between me and sirloin burger though is there ain't no fat in that sirloin burger.
You're tall, you hide it well.
Not if you turn me to the side.
We love you just the same.
It's been a journey, everyone. Thank you for coming along with us. I think now our time has to come to an end. If you want to see more videos like this one, and some that are very much not like this one, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you click the bell to get notified when a new video gets posted. Go to our Facebook page, give it a like. We're also on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find information about Cumberland Thunder on our website, cumberlandthunder.com. And drop a comment, send an email. People still send emails. And just let us know.
Break the status quo.
Let us know you're watching. Let us know what's up. So long, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.